Simon from WhatCulture here with my man, Bryan Keith. How we doing, dude?
I'm chilling, bro. Yeah. Phenomenal. It's amazing.
I love the positive energy already.
Of course.
This is why I knew I had to talk to you.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Because we've shared hotel rooms.
Yes, you damn right. Yeah, I was like, bro, of course I remember you. I slept next to you.
He did, and I still introduced myself because I was worried he may not remember.
No, fuck no.
Some people don't though, dude. But let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Since then to now,
yes.
Dude, you are on an upward trajectory.
Yes.
You are on the cusp of big things.
Thank you.
Obviously signed in AEW.
Yes,
just tell me about the experience, dude, because I always say this, the amount of people that they go, they wrestle, they have a great time, but it's so hard to get to that next level. And again, you're right there, dude. So just tell me how you're feeling right now, seriously.
Man, I'm on top of the world, dog. Like, I feel like everything I've done in my life has prepared me for being in AEW. And I'm like capitalizing on every opportunity I got and just having fun, you know, like being myself, mixing with everything else that's already going on with AEW and just meshing with that so well. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what's... I signed the deal with him for the next couple of years, so I'm excited to see what the heck's going to happen.
Absolutely, man. And what sort of, I know this is difficult because, of course, once you get into that kind of a system, you're at the whims of other people. Obviously, nothing wrong with that. That's the way wrestling works. But if you could sort of take everything that you have been doing, again, you get yourself to this point off your own back, right? That's independent professional wrestling. Then someone gives you the opportunity. What kind of stuff do you want to make sure that you are bringing? Again, you've laid the foundation. What kind of stuff do you want to make sure you get across while also making sure that you're being a quote-unquote TV wrestler at the same time?
You mean like as far as me being in AEW, like?
In AEW, yeah, because of course someone may say, oh, well, you should do it like this. And you could be like, well, actually, no, this is like the nucleus of everything I've done so far.
Yeah.
Because you see that a lot, right?
Yes,
the best way it's ever been put to me is someone gets called up to a national team in sports.
Okay.
And they've been brought up to their national team because what they did at club level. So you've done club level now, you're on international scene, but they may try and tweak you a little bit and you may not want that. So what kind of thing, what do you think is the essence of Bryan Keith, basically?
Oh, man, it's Texas strong style, man. It's bringing the essence of Texas is known to have badass wrestlers, a lineage of them all. And I want to be that guy. I want to be that guy that when you see me, you just know that's representation of a badass Texas wrestler. I mean, there's so many guys, Stan Hansen, Stone Cold, Terry Funk, and I just want to be a part of that. I want to be those guys when people look back as far as Texas wrestling goes and they think about the greats. Bryan Keith is bounty hunters amongst those guys. And I feel like there's other Texas wrestlers in AEW, but nobody is like a representation of Texas. I want to be that representation of Texas.
And I think that's cool. I said to you before we started, all my mates that they just watch TV, right? They don't care about anything else. When they see your presentation, they were just like, why no one? It's almost like, why has no one done this for, I don't know, what, 15, 20 years, whatever it is?
Man.
Were you surprised? Were you like, this is too, I don't say it's too simple because you have to come up with the idea and you have to make sure it evolves. But did you kind of like Google everyone and be like, wait a minute, what?
Man, honestly, it was given to me by Booker T. That's my...
I didn't know that.
That's my teacher.
Yeah, I knew that, but I didn't realize he actually gone bam.
No, he gave it to me. So before I was doing a mix of like Japanese strong style meets Texas strong style, and I was like paying homage to Japanese wrestling because I love Japanese wrestling.
Yeah, of course.
And I just come out with a lumberjack like flannel hat. I was just like cowboy Bryan Keith.
I remember that, dude.
But Booker was like, man, have you ever seen The Rifleman before? And I was like, no, I never seen it. It was a show. And Sammy Davis Jr. plays a bounty hunter, a black bounty hunter. He was like, I think you should be a black bounty hunter. And I was like, all right. I ran with it. It was okay starting off, but as my dad's in Western films, so researching some of those and just listening to Booker and just trying to find myself and mixing the Houston culture with the Japanese culture, just ended up getting the guy that I am today, man. I'm ready to hit the ground running, dog.
Well, you are, man. I mean, you're already going. I just had a thought as well. How the hell has no one else in wrestling recently called themselves the Bounty Hunter? It's right there, and it's badass.
Yeah, thank you,
man.
dog.
Wrestling is so simple, it's so complicated at the same time.
That's the best part about it. It's the best part about it, dog.
All you got to do is come up with that seed, and then you go, wait a minute, someone must have this. Nobody's got it. And now you're the Bounty Hunter.
And you plant that seed, baby.
I love it, dude. How's it been working with Booker T? Because I knew he was your teacher. I didn't realize that he'd had that much. Well, obviously, all teachers are going to have an influence on you. But that's a big name to all of a sudden be listening to. Like, just tell me about the process, man.
Literally, I owe everything that I know, of course, God-given and stuff like that, but everything that I know in professional wrestling has made me a success is because of Booker T. It's everything. I've listened to him. Stevie Ray's been there, and so many guys, MVPs, Shelton Benjamin, all these guys go to Booker T's. You never know who's going to be there week in and week out. I'm a guy that was there since, it used to be PWA. That's how I found out about it, and I was just watching it. I was a 14, 13-year-old kid. my homeboys, we used to take his parents' van and drive as 13-year-olds to go watch the show. It's crazy, man. And then we told him one day we'll come back and wrestle for you. Just kept along with the guys, and then I was in Texas Indies wrestling, and one of his guys saw me. They were starting up a cruiserweight division.
Yeah.
So they needed cruiserweights, and they brought me in, but they never started the division, and I just stuck around. It turned into reality wrestling, and I've been with them ever since. So
here you are, dude.
It's amazing, man.
That's
it's amazing.
cool, man.
My life is a movie.
That's the best way to be, though,
Yeah,
right?
heck yeah.
So you've been doing it a long time now. What's your current opinion of just the state of professional wrestling? Because obviously, let's not pretend otherwise, it's WrestleMania weekend.
Yeah.
They're about to make so much money, and that obviously bleeds downhill. Again, the first time in however long,
Yes.
we had this conversation when you're just starting out, there is only one top company that people want to get to. Now, I mean, obviously there's AEW, but TNA's doing really well. Obviously New Japan's had a resurgence, and even what they're doing in Ring of Honor, again, that you've been doing, it's like this awesome niche that you can just get more experience on television.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, what's your basic overall current feelings on how wrestling is evolving again, I suppose, in 2024?
I'm loving it, man. Like you said, it's good for just business. Like, wrestling is not a thing. When COVID happened and a lot of things were taken away that weren't necessary. Wrestling is not a necessary thing. It was still going on, but it's not something that we need to keep life going. But the fact that we have the support, have the fans, the people that are willing to put into this and support it all, it's a blessing. And I think, like you said, if one person's succeeding, we're all succeeding. So it's never really no hate to see somebody doing good or anything like that, man. It's like, as long as the wrestling business as a whole is doing great, I'm happy with it. And here we are, enjoying each other. WrestleMania weekend for everyone who's here and everything else. I was at Ring of Honor yesterday for that, and at DDT the day before that. So it's been crazy. Every show that I've been to this weekend has been packed as hell. Super amazing experiences with every fan, and it's I wish it could be like that all the time.
I know, obviously, with AEW, it makes it a bit harder.
Yeah.
Are you going to come back to UK anytime soon?
Oh, bro.
Come on, bro.
I'm at the Super Strong Style Tournament. Super Strong 16.
Are you? I'm on that show.
Let's go.
Why didn't I know that?
Yeah.
They announced that.
Yeah. I was one of the first ones they announced.
How the
I think I was the first one they announced.
Maybe that's why I'm such an egomaniac. I'm like, I'm in the tournament.
It's all good.
Well, bro, that's it.
I'll see you in the tournament.
Well,
who knows?
I don't know, dude.
I don't know.
They had a word with me the other day. I don't think I'm doing very well at that time. I'm not joking. No, I'm going to talk to him now. Well, bro, that is awesome news.
Yeah. I'm excited, man.
Not one and done, though, right?
No, definitely not. Never not one and done. I have to go, but I have to go to the UK. I've never been before. It's a place I've always wanted to wrestle in, and a bunch of guys that I respect from the UK as far as, work rate, greatest of all time conversations, with freaking, what's his name, Dynamite Kid, or freaking, I forget his name, British Bulldog, stuff like that. So Johnny Saint, all these guys, like I'm
still teaching, Johnny Saint. Still teaching.
And that's what I want to learn from him. If it's a possibility, when I'm in the UK, if I could possibly learn from you, Johnny Saint, it'd be a pleasure, it'd be an honor. It's amazing, so.
Well, that's it now. I'm manifesting it right now. I'm going to literally message Progress when I walk around the door, say, I want to fight Bryan Keith. You can kick my ass too. Hey. 2-minute squash. Kick my ass. This is my guy. He's a good guy. I tell you, man, if we talk to you in a couple of years, you're going to be the man. I can just tell. I thought that back then. I think it now. Thank you very much for your time, man.
Appreciate
like the video, share the video, subscribe. See you soon.